Good morning. Welcome to Superior Sunrise. For 25 years, Superior Livestock Auction has been marketing cattle for people to people. Superior Livestock Auction, America's leader in livestock marketing. And now, here's Katie Kaufman.
Good morning and welcome to Superior Sunrise, live from our first auction of the new year, the Bellringer auction in Denver. We had a great auction yesterday, and today we're back at it again. We'll first start with a quick recap of yesterday, and then we'll catch up with Jason Barber of our Purebred division. We have exciting news in the cattle industry. Superior Livestock Mr. Jim Odell and the late Buddy Jeffers received another top honor, and we're here to share it with you. Lastly, world champion auctioneer Ralph Wade and I will preview what we have to offer today in the auction. It's going to be a great show, folks. Stay with us on Sunrise. We'll be right back. Superior Livestock will be having our next video cattle auction Friday, January 27th, live on RFD-TV from the historic Fort Worth Stockyards. Deadline to consign your cattle is January 16th, so get those contracts to us. Other Superior Livestock video auctions include February 24th, March 9th, March 23rd, and April 6th. For more information or to get a buyer number, call us today at 800-422-2117 or visit us online at superiorlivestock.com.
SelectVac, a recognized brand new preconditioning program helping to ensure that high-value, healthy calves are delivered to your buyers. SelectVac includes programs for weaned calves, calves-on cows, and calves from various locations. Vaccinate your calves with trusted brand name vaccines like Movishield Gold 5. Cattle Master, One Shot, and Dectomax, and reap the benefit of improved calf health and productivity. To take advantage of the power, safety, and efficiency of SelectVac, call Superior Livestock at 800-422-2117.
Superior Livestock Auction's brand new website is up and running. It's bigger, better, easy to navigate, and has up-to-the-minute information on our livestock auctions, market reports, and online video catalogs. Learn more about the American Rancher, Superior Sunrise, and the production crew. Are you interested in buying or selling through Superior Livestock? Well, visit our new website to learn more at superiorlivestock.com.
44 Farms has the answer to your breeding program. Saturday, February 25th is the 44 Farms Bull and Commercial Female Internet Sale.
We'll be selling approximately 200 bulls, yearling bulls, and 150 to 200 18 to 24-month-old bulls.
44 Farms takes pride in the soundness of their bulls they produce, develop, and sell. At 44, customer service is #1, offering a first breeding season guarantee. For more information, log on to superiorlivestock.com.
Welcome back to Sunrise. Here with me now, Superior Livestock Representative Tom Odell. Tom, thanks for being here this morning.
Good morning, Katie.
How are you today?
Doing great, thank you.
You were saying yesterday was an awesome auction, and today you predict that it's going to be the same.
You know, we had a great sale yesterday. Sold a lot of really good yearlings, and like we talked about, we got a lot of those customers that this is their sale that they're going to sell on. We're going to run across some of those calves today that are the same way, and we're going to hit some good light calves today, and we're going to see some replacement heifers and some light heifers sell higher than we've ever seen them sell. Great. It's going to be a great sale. Yesterday, if you had to pick the highlight of the sale, it's going to kind of get these reps excited to go out and get some more cattle, but we sold some August, September yearlings weighing 800 for $1.65, and so I guess the fall runs on.
Great. Well, we look forward to the auction today, and I have to say, you know, you keep trying to match me in this show. Yesterday you had Navy on, today you're matching me again.
Well, I was really going to wear my Broncos uniform, but I didn't think that was probably, you know, right. But go Broncos.
Yeah, good. Thanks, Tom. This coming Monday, folks, January 16th at 1 p.m. Mountain is the Van Newkirk Herefords 39th Annual Bull Sale from Oshkosh, Nebraska. Also offered will be a select group of 50 replacement heifers. You can join Superior Productions on RFD-TV and on superiorclicktobid.com. You can call us now if you're interested or need more information, or if you need a buyer number at 800-431-4452. Now, recently, the United Soybean Board released their Animal Agriculture Economic Analysis for 2010 with the amount of impact the ag industry has on our economy and jobs. The numbers were pretty impressive. Animal agriculture encompasses mainly beef cattle, hogs, broilers, turkeys, eggs, sheep, dairy, and aquaculture. Across all states, the total output impact of animal agriculture in 2010 was $289 billion. The effect on household earnings was $51 billion, and the sector, it created more than 1.8 million jobs. The employment impact exceeds 10,000 jobs in 36 of the states, reaching about 100,000 jobs in California, Iowa, Kansas, and Wisconsin, and it tops off with 220,000 jobs in the state of Texas. The United Soybean Board funded the study because domestic animal agriculture is the major source for the United States soybean meal, with animals consuming 30 million tons of soybeans in 2010. Now, Superior Livestock Auction has been in the spotlight over the past few months, receiving an induction into the Texas Trail of Fame and having a star placed in the concrete outside the Livestock Exchange building in the National Fort Worth Stockyards. In addition, just last night, Harriet Jeffers, the wife of the late Buddy Jeffers, and Mr. Jim Odle received another induction, this time into the Texas Cowboy Hall of Fame. Buddy and Jim's innovative thinking led to the creation of a nationwide marketplace that dominates the field today, having sold nearly 30 million head of cattle since Superior's inception in
January
1987.
An auction legend was created and revolutionized the livestock industry. Superior Livestock Auction. The two men behind this remarkable idea were Buddy Jeffers and Jim Odle. In 1983, Buddy bought the Amarillo Livestock Auction Company and started his vision of selling cattle to the mass market through small area video auctions. In 1986, he co-founded Superior Livestock Auction Incorporated with Jim Odle. Buddy worked primarily in the Texas office. Wanting a place in Texas that would impress customers with room to grow, he thought there was no better home for the new company than the Fort Worth stockyards. Buddy had a love of many activities during his downtime, which was not often. Buddy enjoyed spending time with his family and friends. Sadly, Buddy passed away on April 9, 2007. His contributions to our Texas history and the cowboy way of life continue today through the Buddy Jeffers Memorial Scholarship Award. In 1965, Jim Odle bought into Greeley, Colorado's Weld County Livestock Commission Company and began to make a name for himself in the industry. Jim and his bride Ruth Ann and their 4 children, Deanna, Ted, Amy, and Tom, moved to Brush, Colorado in 1970, following the purchase of the Brush Livestock Commission Company. He continued to sell at live events, including the Denver Stockyards and the National Western Feeder and Breeding Cattle Auctions. Jim won the World Livestock Auctioneer Regional Championship in 1972 and again in 1980. He was named to the Colorado Auctioneer Association Hall of Fame and has served on the National Beef Association Marketing Committee. In 1997, Jim was named Livestock Man of the Year at Denver's National Western Stock Show. In addition, Jim is the executive producer of Cowboy Church, which is shown on RFD-TV. In the 1970s, there were many stops and starts in the video auction business, but it was Odle who perfected the techniques and business details of the video sale medium. Through his partnership with Buddy Jeffers, Jim Odle has successfully managed and led the video auction concept, which ultimately has grown into Superior Livestock Auction. Today, Superior Livestock Auction is the #1 video satellite cattle auction in the United States. It started as an idea between 2 veteran cattlemen, Buddy Jeffers and Jim Odle. They combined Odle Auctions and Amarillo Livestock and Video Auction, resulting in the formation of Superior. Buddy and Jim's foresight and innovative thinking led to the creation of a nationwide marketplace where buyers and sellers could evaluate, view, and assess livestock, all from the convenience of their home or office. The company, which is located in the Fort Worth Stockyards National Historic District, dominates the field today, having sold nearly 30 million head of cattle since its inception in 1987. In 2006, Buddy and Jim were honored by the National Cattlemen's Foundation with the Beef Industry Vision Award. This award recognizes individuals in the cattle industry for innovations that have enhanced not only their business, but the industry as a whole. Buddy Jeffers, Jim Odell, and Superior Livestock Auction perpetuate and preserve the honored tradition of selling cattle, so the cowboy way of life will continue well into the future. 2012 Texas Cowboy Hall of Fame inductees, Buddy Jeffers and Jim Odell.
Well, we have Mr. Odell here, and like we said, the Texas Cowboy Hall of Fame had its induction ceremony just last night down there in Fort Worth. But Mr. Odell, you were here because we have an auction to take care of up here in Denver. But just talk about the induction, and not that long ago you were inducted into the Texas Trail of Fame also.
Yeah, you know, I think that means you're getting old, one of the two anyway. But it is quite an honor, it really is. I wished I could have been there last night, but of course the customers come first, and that's the reason I stayed here.
And you have some of your awards with you. They gave you a nice plaque and a medal.
I think that was from my triathlon, this right here. But anyway, this is a plaque that I got, and I'm really proud of it. It's really, really great. You know, it's been quite a long, good ride that we've had with Superior Livestock. Thanks to everybody. I'm not talking about just the reps, but the customers and you employees, and it's just been a great deal.
Yeah. Along with Mr. Odell and the late Buddy Jeffers, Lyle Lovett was also inducted last night, George Paul, big rodeo guy Vernon Dude Smith. You were in pretty high company.
Yeah, it really was. You know, last year I think they had some baseball player inducted and some of those deals, you know, but it really was. It was very, very nice and quite an honor.
Take us back to 1986 and the inception of in 1987, just how this all got started.
Well, you know, in 1986, Buddy Jeffers came right here to this hotel, and we talked about possibly joining our two video groups together. Ted Odell, my older son, and myself drove to Fort Worth, looked at what was going on there, and as we left Fort Worth, we got to talk, and I said to Ted, what do you think? And he said, well, we've got to do it. And from that point.
Well, my goodness. Well, we sure are honored that you received this induction. I know Superior Livestock's excited about it, and thank you for being here this morning on Sunrise with us.
Katie, thank you, and you do a great job. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Mr. Odell. We all love working for you. All right, folks, and don't go anywhere. Sunrise will be right back after this.
Education, networking, opportunity, and fun. That's what you'll find at the 2012 Cattle Industry Annual Convention and NCBA Trade Show in Nashville, Tennessee. Get your ticket to ride with your fellow cattlemen and women in the country music capital of the world. You'll find cutting-edge education, top-of-the-line technology, and entertainment that can't be beat. Don't miss your ticket to ride to the Cattle Industry Annual Convention and Trade Show in Nashville, Tennessee, February 1st through the 4th, 2012. For more information, visit beefusa.org.
Hornflies irritate cattle and can negatively affect the profit of your beef operation. Financial losses include decreased weight gains, feed efficiency, and milk yields. For as little as 3 to 5 cents per head per day, Alticid IGR is a feed-through that goes to work in cattle manure where hornflies lay their eggs. Alticid IGR prevents hornfly larvae from developing into breeding, biting adults. Help keep your cattle peaceful, profitable, and hornfly-free with Alticid IGR in your supplement program. To learn more, call your feed dealer today.
Let's face it, you don't think a lot about your trailer hitch. You use it and forget it. We understand. But at B&W, we think about it. Short nights, long hauls, never-ending chores. The unthinkable. We think about it all, so you don't have to. B&W.
Mark your calendars, folks. The Best of the West 8th Annual Bull Sale. It'll be Friday, January 20th at noon Central on SuperiorClickToBid.com. Top registered Angus bulls offered by Texas breeders. Buyers take advantage of superior genetics and repeat buyer discount. Also Saturday, February 4th is the annual Fort Worth Syndicate Sale of Champions from Fort Worth, Texas. You can join us on RFD-TV and on SuperiorClickToBid.com at 9 a.m. Central for the Sale of Champions and watch as Texas youth receive top awards for their FFA and 4-H projects. If you're interested in purchasing cattle from one or both of these great auctions, you can call Superior Productions today at 800-431-4452 and register for your buyer number today. Well, joining me now, folks, is Jason Barber from our Fort Worth office. He is the manager of our purebred division, and you're actually up here for the Denver Stock Show. I went over there yesterday and saw all your cattle. It was truly incredible.
Yeah, thanks for coming by. My family's got about 20 head of Herefords up on the hill right now, and we just like to come to Denver every year because it's a great time to go visit our clients, and I think it's important and good for our clients to also see that, you know, I grew up raising cattle and that my family's business depends on selling registered bulls to the commercial cattlemen.
Right, I've never been to the National Western Stock Show before, and it's truly the Super Bowl of cattle shows for you all.
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, there's no other, exposure out there for a breeding program.
Well, like I said, you're the manager of our purebred division. We have a lot of great bull sales coming up here. We just talked about a few. Kind of give us your thoughts and predictions on the great sales coming up.
Well, I think there's quite a few. It's going to be a lot like our fall. We're going to have more sales this spring than we did last year, and we'll be selling Angus, Red Angus, Hereford, Charolais, Simmental, Sim Angus cattle. They're going to be located throughout the United States. We should have bulls in just about everybody's, range as far as price-wise, and it should really be a good spring.
Talk about how you feel the genetics on bulls are important to even the commercial cattlemen.
Well, I think for the industry to continue to move forward, we've always got to progress and continue to strive to raise better cattle. And, it starts at the top with the seed stock producer and it carries on throughout the commercial cattlemen.
Great. Well, good luck to you throughout the rest of the week at the stock show. I know actually you showed yesterday, so kind of give us a recap on that.
Well, the first bull I showed was third in class, but the next one won his class. So, it was a good day. We won the first division off the bat yesterday, so we got a lot more to show tomorrow.
And I do have to say your wife is one of your rival ranches, and how did Star Lake end up yesterday?
Well, they did really good yesterday. They ended up with a reserve champion Polled Hereford bull, and they're showing Carlo today, and they're going to try to go for their 14th consecutive grand champion Carlo, which is a record. So I know they've got a busy day ahead.
And they're also Superior customers, so we love that even more.
They are. They've got a couple of sales with us every year.
Good. All right, folks. Well, this is Jason Barber. If you ever have any questions about the purebred division, or if you want to start selling with us on Superior, you can give Jason Barber a call in the Fort Worth office. And Sunrise will be right back after this. Don't go anywhere. Hey guys, Bad Boy's done it again. Me, MTV by Bad Boy Mowers.
It's performance with Bad Boy. And this on-the-fly 4x4 all-new gas-powered off-road rocket is making a splash. With trail-absorbing suspension and four-wheel hydraulic brakes, this 28-horse liquid-cooled direct-drive MTV was designed by pros but will take you anywhere. All for just $74.95.
That's the MTV by Bad Boy Mowers. Ride with an attitude.
Try it for 60 days and let's see the difference it'll make in your animal.
When you have an all-in-one feed, it makes all the difference in the world.
It's been a very good product for us.
My chickens are really great layers, and I think that's because of how I feed them. They look more complete, they fill out really well.
You get exceptional gain, you get exceptional growth.
It does make a difference that we can see, day in and day out.
Take the 60-day challenge and save up to $55 on Purina feed. Sign up at purinadifference.com.
I've got some customers that have cattle ready all the time, and we were trying to find a faster way to clean out their traps and be able to sell their cattle for them. And we listed some on the country page, and they already had a reputation of selling cattle. And some guys came on and bought them, and said, hey, that worked pretty good.
The country page is really good for being able to take advantage of upswings in the market. Just being able to sell our cattle or getting them available for sale immediately, because the market changes so fast nowadays.
Usually within an hour, I can call the office and I can have those cattle up. The cattle are highly represented and they're highly visible on the country page.
And the more people that see it, the better off that we're going to be able to market our cattle better, to get a better price for them and get the fairest price for our cattle mainly.
So far so good, and I'm glad Superior added the country page to one of their ways of marketing cattle.
Join Superior Livestock at the 2012 Cattle Industry Convention and NCBA Trade Show, February 1st through the 4th in Nashville, Tennessee. Stop by the booth, share a cup of coffee, and talk business. Buying and selling cattle the Superior way. You'll find more information on our internet bidding program, Superior Click to Bid, and other internet marketing options through Superior's country page. Stop in Friday morning and witness a live internet auction. For more details, go to our website, superiorlivestock.com. Welcome back to Sunrise, and here with me now is no one else other than the world champion himself, Mr. Ralph Wade from Chickasha, Oklahoma. And like Tom was saying earlier this morning, we had a great auction yesterday.
Oh, I mean, it really was great. We had great participation off the floor. Of course, always at the National Western here, we get a lot of the livestock buyers that come here to be at the National Western, and of course they come out and they're here and they buy right here at the site. But also we had a lot of participation over the phones. Great sale, Katie, and we got some historic prices done yesterday too.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, first auction of the new year, it was packed here yesterday, like you were saying, and you have a dear friend in the audience, Miss Gladys. Talk to us about her and who she is.
I don't know whether Gladys is up and around yet. She is? Okay, good deal. Well, good morning, Gladys. Yes, very dear friend. One of my, if not my first customer when I became a rep for Superior and after I left Oklahoma City. And I had known the Wagners way back when I sold at Oklahoma City there. And then, of course, when I got out and I went down, I visited with them about Superior's program, and it fit their program. And of course, knew Gladys, and her husband, George, passed away. But, you know, they were great friends and became great friends. And, of course, the whole family, you know, that's the real thing about that ranch down there, and a lot of other ranches around, but it's a family operation. Everybody's involved. I can't really tell you right off, but I mean, from the grandkids, there are about 5 generations there right now, you know, so it's gone on for a lot of years, and it'll continue on. It's Gladys is she's still at the helm, though, I'll promise you that.
Talking about your customers, her being your first one, when you're a representative, you really create a true friendship and a bond with your customers.
Oh, I feel that way, Katie. You know, we're marketeers. That's our business. It's what we do, is to market their cattle to the best dollars for them. So we're not just providing a service. We need to get involved in what they're doing in their programs. And I had an opportunity yesterday to visit with a gentleman who has got his calves on today, and he didn't know about the program and everything that he could be in. And, you know, as reps, I mean, we need to be doing that because there's just so many tools out there in marketing your cattle today that can be utilized by the rancher, and that's our job, and we need to be a part of their family as well as them a part of ours.
Well, yesterday we had the opportunity for the 2011 World Livestock Auctioneer Champion, Charlie Cummings. He auctioneered for us just a little bit. He did a great job.
Oh, he's a superstar. That Charlie is really. He done a great job yesterday. Stepped into you know, something that he's not used to, and I mean, he was just like he was at home. He sat down, and but Charlie knows livestock. He's been in it all his life. He's been around it. He's a great auctioneer, and you're going to hear great things about Charlie.
Well, why don't we run over the regions real quick and what we're going to be offering today on the auction?
Yeah, Katie, we're going to start right out this morning with the 3, 4, 5, and 6 of weaned calves. These calves will be calves that will go back out for grazing. A lot of people will be looking for cattle, maybe for grass purposes. Then we go right into the region 1, calves on cows, and then we go to 2 and 3, and then we wind up with weaned calves at the end just before our bred stock. We've got a real nice lineup of bred stock. Not a lot of bred stock, but we've got some really good cattle on it. So we'll wind up the day with a bred stock.
Great. Now, are you going to the national or the NCBA National Convention in Nashville this year?
No, I'm going to probably have to work doing so. I'll be out there repping, but no, I doubt if I'll be able to make it down there. I had planned to, but we're not going to be down there on our sale. I always liked it when we went down there.
Yeah, well, we're excited because Superior Livestock Auction, we're actually that Friday at the NCBA, February 3rd, we're conducting a live internet auction right there from the site, and people can log on to superiorclicktobid.com to check it out, which is pretty cool.
You bet. That'll be great. So, but it will be. And the NCBA, of course, is always a good sale. We get to see a lot of our customers down there. They get to see us, and it's always good to have our booth and have them drop by and see us.
Great. Well, thank you for joining me this morning on Sunrise. It's always a pleasure to have you on.
It's always a pleasure to be here, Katie, no doubt about it.
Well, we want to thank all of you at home for tuning in this morning on Sunrise as we begin our 2012 auction season live right here from Denver. Now, mark your calendars. Our next Superior Livestock video auction, it will be Friday, January 27th, live from our studios in Fort Worth, Texas. So make sure you mark it down. Also, like Ralph and I were just saying, on February 3rd, we have a live internet auction right there in Nashville, Tennessee. I've never been to Nashville, so I'm pretty excited to go.
Hey, but I'll keep you down there. You get to entertaining.
And if you haven't gotten your buyer number today, folks, for the auction right here in Denver, you can call the office in Fort Worth right now at 800-422-2117. Now, if you tuned in yesterday, you heard a 14-year-old young lady named Laramie Noble sing our national anthem. And this morning, Miss Laramie's back again, so we're going to get out of her way.
Excuse me, let her in here. That's
so if you would please, folks, stand and remove your hat for the playing and singing of our national anthem for Miss Laramie.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner